大家好, hello everyone. Welcome to Learn Chinese with GS. 我是 Julie 老师. Now we are still on the topic Chinese Pinyin alphabet. Now in our first class, we did part of the initials, part of the finals, and a little of the tones. Now today we'll continue with we'll round up with the initials and the finals. 我们开始吧. Now, as you can see on the board, we have the initials too. Now we have it as D, T, S, J, Sh, Sh, R. Now let's take it again. Now the first one is D, T. The second one is T. Then this is S. This is J, Ch, Sh, and this is R. Now this D is also when you pronounce beds, like beds we sleep, we lie on. Now we have it as D. Now this sound here, that is the sound D. Beds. D. D. Now this is it. The second one, this C, we have it as cats. When you pronounce cats, T, 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 you make the tip of your tongue to touch your upper teeth. That is it. T, T. Now what's the difference between these two? But if you watch, they are kind of similar. Now this is it. Now the airflow that comes out when you pronounce D, D is not that much. It's not obvious. But when you pronounce T, T, it's obvious. D, D, T, T, D, D. Just as when you pronounce Z, 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 but it's not actually Z. So if you make that mistake, it's not Z, it is D, D, like a D and an S. Then this T, T, T. Now let's continue. Now this. Now we have George. George. Normally we pronounce this one George, but when you pronounce this G, you have to coil the tip of your tongue, so it becomes George. George. G, G, G. Now also we have this. This is when you pronounce church. The CH. Ch, 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 ch. Now this we have it as shirt. When you pronounce sh, sh, you have to coil the tip of your tongue also. From here we have George. You coil the tip of your tongue. Yeah, sh, sh. You also coil the tip of your tongue. Yes, the same thing. Sh, sh, sh. And the last one, which is r, you also have to coil the tip of your tongue, which gives us Asia. Yes, let's use the example Asia. Now this S, we don't call this Asia, no, we call this Asia. Now this S sound, the pronunciation of this S is R, Asia. R, you also call the tip of your tongue. Hope I'm understood. Let's take it from the beginning. Now we have D, T, S, J, Sh, Sh, R. D as when you pronounce bed. We lie on, everybody lie on bed. So I lie on the floor though. So we have bed. D, D. Now this is cat. T, T. I think the difference between these two is the airflow. This it brings out an obvious airflow, but the airflow is not much. You can even put your hand D, and when you pronounce it, you observe that the airflow is more than this. Now this is this. I say you have to coil the tip of your tongue. George, this church, ch, ch, also sh, which is shirt, sh, and the last one Asia. This S is not pronounced as S or C. It's R, Asia, R. Hope I'm understood. Now let's move on to the finals. In the first class, we did the simple finals, which are the A, O, E, I, U, and U, the U sound. Now we are going to be talking about the compound finals. Now the compound finals consists of more than one finals, more than one vowels. Now the finals can also be called the vowels. So the compound finals consists of more than one vowels, can be 2 or 3. Now let's read Shingen Wadu. Now let's start from this. We have this as I, A, ow, O, ya, ye, wa, wo, yue, yue, yao, yo, why, way. Please try and open your mouth while reading. Now let's read it again. We'll read each of them twice. Now we have this as I, a, ow, ow, o, yeah, 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 wa, wo, yue, yu. Remember this sound is yu. Now when you add air at the front, become yue, yue, yao, yo. Now this yo for sure you can write it as e and u. Yo, y, way. Now this way for short you can write it as u and e. Way for short. Hope I'm understood. Move on to the nasal finals. Now the nasal final starts with the vowel and ends with the nasal consonant. There are 16 of them. Now when pronouncing these nasal finals, you discover that air comes out from the nose. Now let's read. Without reading, you open your mouth. Chingan wadu. Now let's start from this. We have an, in, green, yen, green, one, when, on, o, yin, young, yo, one, one. Now let's read this. Now when you watch, you discover that some end with n and some end with ng. Now this ones that end with n, while pronouncing it, you make the tip of your tongue to touch the upper gum at the upper teeth. You understand? Make the tip of your tongue to touch the gum at the upper teeth. Now let's read. An, in, green, yen, one, when. Hope you understand. Now when reading that with ng, you take your lip backward, that is inside, backward. Now let's read. This is called one, wong, o, yin, young, yo, one, wong. Hope I'm understood. Hope I am understood. I know I'm understood. Now let's move on to the special. Now this before I forget. Now this when for short, you just write as u and u and n. When for short, you can write it this way. It's okay. Now let's move on to special final. There's one particular special final. Now it's called a special final because it's just by itself. It's just by itself. It cannot be an initial cannot be written with it. It can't be written with an initial. It's just by itself. This is called now. You have to call your tongue while pronouncing it. Just like two. Now when you're reading numbers in Chinese language, this is two. It's just by itself, standing on its own. One man standing. One man standing just by itself. Now this is the end of the class. In case you have any question, you just send a comment. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. It's idea.